everyone, welcome back to the Movie Squad. I'm James Jump.
Woohoo! I'm Chase Johnson Lynch.
Woohoo! I'm Sinead Renee.
And
It's Matt.
the plant.
Matt the plant.
Matt the plant. So, Matt sadly couldn't join us today, so we replaced him with a plant.
And you won't tell the difference, trust us.
I would just keep this will be like the plant giggling.
Chase, what are you doing to him?
18 warning. So today,
Bonk.
Bonk.
I want to transition on what we're doing today. So with the up and coming release of Godzilla vs King Kong, Team Kong, by the way, we decided to talk about the original 1964 version.
I think it's 67.
67, whatever.
I thought it was 62.
Godzilla vs King Kong.
Shows our research.
So that, I mean, for its time, yeah.
Oh man, it was awesome, bruv. It was awesome. I know I'm the oldest one here, and it was just every Thanksgiving, King Kong versus Godzilla comes on, and because it was dubbed and everything like that, we would just kind of like make our own voices for Kong and Godzilla in the fight. So I'll go into that later when we get to that part. But that was a exciting family fare.
What I love is that it was originally made as a comedy.
Was it?
Yeah, originally it was going to be made as a comedy until it changes production
Yeah.
halfway through. And I think that's the funniest thing about it, because you can tell instantly. You can tell the way it was dubbed as well.
Well, yeah, because the two Japanese actors, in the Japanese version, because we're going to talk about both versions, they were clearly the Abbott and Costello of Japan. Where Ishiro Honda hired them, to keep the comedy going. Because if you notice that you don't see Kong or Godzilla for 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's like you don't see anyone for a good long time.
No, you see them.
Well, you see the characters. You don't see the monsters.
kaiju.
I mean,
Yeah.
No, we don't see the
I
monsters.
loved Godzilla's reveal. Like, he just comes out of this iceberg, and it's the iconic.
First of all, the mics are too hot for that. Okay, something like that. Yeah, like a scratch rat in a condo.
And it just, like, the way it bounced out the iceberg, and it's like, oh, there is Godzilla.
It's like he's been hatched.
Wait. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. That was funny when the helicopter's flying over and then it's and he's coming out of the thing and stuff. But like in the Japanese version, that was one of the differences, because in the Japanese version, Godzilla blows up a submarine. Because a submarine that had that had Americans and Japanese on it, which was interesting in '62. The American actors were, they spoke English in the Japanese film, but they were underwater and they hit an iceberg, kind of like the Titanic. But when they got lodged into the iceberg, and then that disturbed Godzilla and everything, and he blew up the submarine.
I didn't like the news reporter.
Which one? The Japanese one or the
No,
The
American
English
American.
one. The American one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Played by John Beck. And his name is big in the titles because when they redubbed it. So obviously what happened was the film was made in Japan and by Ishiro Honda, who made all of these kaiju movies. And when they sold it to the Americans will always like dump an American actor in there. Like when we did that show Guilty Pleasures on War of the Gargantuas, and we had to we talked about Russ Tamblyn, remember?
Yeah.
The guy from not Grease, West Side Story.
Yeah.
Who didn't look like
American actor.
but he didn't look like he wanted to be there.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Americans.
He was like he delivered his lines drunk all the time.
Well, give me your money and go.
Yeah, but this time, so they had this guy, John Beck, and it's big, and when the titles come up and everything.
He looked
and
like
he's
Tom
just a-
Hanks. I thought it was Tom Hanks for a minute, and I was just like, and then I was like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
this ain't Tom Hanks isn't even like a glimmer in someone's eye yet. Like,
Yeah. So why didn't you like him though, James?
I just felt like it was over pushing, and I kind of wish I watched.
It was like adding like 15
Definitely,
minutes.
yeah. But I just feel like I wish I watched the Japanese version instead of the American one I found online. As much as
Never
I feel
say,
that the
never
right
say how
Godz-
you found anything.
is it the right Godzilla versus King Kong?
as much
Which
as-
one have you been watching?
as much as the film was interesting for its time, I wouldn't rewatch it, and that's why when I was sent the link for the Japanese version, I did not want to watch it because I felt like it just bit boring after the second watch.
He was not sent a link. He was like given the Blu-ray.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're giving a physical disc.
I bought
of
the
it.
movie. I bought the movie
Yeah,
and
of
I got
course you
the
did.
link.
Right. So anyway, go ahead.
No, but yeah, what I've seen from it, I did like whatever fights they had. And I did like in the beginning when the Japanese army were firing like these missiles.
Oh my God! Wait a minute. No.
What?
Let's talk about the army, right? Because like what what they did well, because they were, you guys probably grew up on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yeah.
So you grew up on like the guys in the suits and the fake
Oh my
buildings
God.
being broken.
The tanks.
Oh,
The toy tanks.
the diecast tanks. The diecast tanks. They were amazing. Amazing.
It wasn't even stop motion. It was kind of like
You could tell they were.
let's pull it along.
And
Like
then when a building was broken, you could easily tell it was just made a little plastic building, but it had a charm. It added a little bit of charm to it.
No, I like the tanks because it's like they went up there.
Chase. No.
No, I wasn't doing that. It was the tank.
The
Can't you
scene
tell?
when Godzilla
This is a tank.
when Godzilla fired his laser, for some reason that made me burst out in laughter. I don't know why. It was just so.
What when Godzilla fired his laser?
Yeah, I don't know what.
Or it was when they had first they had the big lights, right? Yeah, the big, I don't know what you call them, Fresnel lights, whatever. But then they also had the electric laser lights,
Yeah.
where they were optically painting the electricity.
It was very practical, the movie.
Yeah, because Godzilla doesn't like electricity.
No.
But who does?
The 20th century.
King Kong loves.
King
Well,
Kong.
okay, yeah.
King Kong sucks up that electricity like a milkshake.
Did they ever explain why?
He's a monkey who likes electric.
Well, this is the whole point. Now they go to Pharaoh Island to get Kong, right? To take on Godzilla or whatever,
And to get some berries, because that was
Electric monkey?
relevant to the plot.
Electric
at some point.
funky monkey.
The electric funky monkey.
Well, yeah, you're right, because they didn't know Kong was there. They just had these big, huge baseball.
Tomato-sized berries.
Yeah,
They look nice, to be fair.
They did look very tasty.
and this guy like the boss man.
Who had a funny voice.
Yeah. That's not funny, Janie. But yeah, that guy. For some reason, hires an actor and his mate to go to an island to get these berries. It's not like I hired a director or a kung fu man or an SAS. I'm gonna hire an actor.
They're reliable.
Why not? We need to retrain, rethink, retrain.
I mean, actors are reliable.
And halfway through, the actor turns into a cameraman. You know what I mean?
It just changes roles.
Yeah, exactly, because they all the same. They're all the
I
same.
mean, we pretty much are at this point.
Yeah. So they go to Pharaoh Island, right? Now, I mean, in the new movies they call it something different, but they go to
Skull Island.
Yeah, so they go, but in this movie it's Pharaoh Island. So they go to Pharaoh Island and they discover before they discover who the spirit is, right?
Oh God.
'Cause they just
We
think it's a
meet
spirit.
the inhabitants.
The textbook.
Come on, Sinead. Go brown girl. Go my little brown girl.
We got some Japanese blackface going on, and it is phenomenal. It is absolutely.
And it's definitely not. It just the moment you see it, it just looks horrible.
No, I mean,
It did. Come on. It just felt awkward to look at.
It was funny because it's like you're doing blackface like indigenous people, yet you're referred to as like Red Indians, like it was like chief kind of thing with the grass skirts and stuff. It was just but all the while they're Japanese. It's amazing.
So they got this little guy, in a striped tank top. I will go talk to them. And he's going waka 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 waka, and the chief is going waka waka waka. You.
They got like the most basic spirit designs. I think they typed in spirit or looked up basic patterns and put it on the shields and everything.
And the most ooga booga language
in the most
possible.
So what they do is, I think they was reading those Robinson Crusoe books or whatever. So what they do is they pull out a transistor radio and they give it to the chief and they play some wild song.
And he's like,
everybody's like,
oh my, this is the best thing since ever. Because they haven't even discovered sliced bread yet.
Oh, well, wait a minute though, James.
Oh.
And fire. So give them now. Yeah, I know we're all going to this island, right? But how many cigarettes did they actually have?
They had like 2 packs.
Oh my God.
They had 2 packs between them, gave them out to the whole tribe.
Here's some lung sticks. These will definitely they're good for you.
Yeah, you suck on them, you smoke them.
Yeah, exactly.
Inhale.
And yeah, but the point is, when they handed it out, nobody was smoking, so they didn't. They shouldn't have known. No, I'm talking about when they handed them out. Nobody was smoking for them to see. Oh, I want to smoke too. So it was like really rushing the plot. But then you got this little kid go, hey. Wait a minute! I don't even have this in my mouth. How do you know that's what I want you to do? You know what I mean? But so yeah, then in the background, everybody's all smoking. Hey,
Yeah, having a party,
Yeah,
vibing.
yeah, vaping,
Vaping,
They were vaping vibing.
In the
Having
modern
a
one,
good
they just bring
time.
around a jewel. And like the modern one, they bring a jewel to the island.
Is that what they did?
No.
No. Okay.
Oh, please, imagine. Imagine.
This is a jewel, bro. You should try it.
You gotta tell me, James. I'm not looking at the modern stuff. You know me. But anyway, yeah. So they do the whole dance and the song and all that other kind of stuff. And King Kong, because he shows up, and in all the versions of King Kong, right? From the 70s to whatever. You always have to pick up King Kong from the island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And there always had to be some way that you can, knock King Kong out.
The King Kong.
Whether you have there's lullaby song being sung to him,
A lady
or
seducing him.
Dancing with some good music in the background.
yeah, exactly.
Or-
But here's the thing. Remember, like, we mentioned it off camera, but we're gonna mention it again, right? Because the guy has a brother,
Yeah.
or he has a sister who has a boyfriend who has this powerful, tensile
Wire
rope.
and he jumps out his balcony
But
window.
that's later. That's later.
Yeah, the
That's
wire.
later.
So I want to know, they're in the middle of the island. How did they get King Kong on that raft?
They dragged him with sheer strength.
Yeah.
Right? So they knock him out. He goes to sleep. Everybody's all around him. We could see that King Kong was like about, like as tall as a skyscraper. How the hell did they drag his sleeping body, right, off the island and onto a raft?
You saw how many
tied to TNT.
You saw how many tribesmen were there. I reckon they're like, yo, help us, we'll give you more cigarettes. Or help us, we'll
I'm
give
telling
you
you,
more.
man, it's aliens. I'm telling you, it's aliens. It's the same way they built the pyramids. Don't get me started.
The conspiracy cast.
Because they don't actually show them like conferring with the tribe about taking him either.
It's in 1960.
You'd think-
Whoa, I just gave you cigarettes, bruv. I should
Yeah,
be
you
able to
think
take your
you
big
think they'd be a bit
spirit.
mad?
Cigarette for a giant, massive war monkey.
Yeah,
Deal.
we're gonna take your like only known god with us to some
That's
unknown
exactly
land.
right.
Here, have some facts.
There's a chance he could die. But that's okay. Here's some cigarettes.
Yeah. So now they're on a boat, right, and everything like that.
Wait,
the
wait,
boat
wait,
that
wait.
you clearly know is in a tank in Universal somewhere.
We forgot the chase. I mean, the octopi sequence.
Oh, I'm
The
sorry.
octopus.
Go ahead.
Oh
Hit me
my
off with the.
God.
We always have an octopus in these giant kaiju movies, and go ahead. Who wants to talk
Yeah,
about?
so-
You know what? Sinead really loves octopuses.
I really like octopuses more than I probably should.
Yeah. So what did you think about the octopuses?
It was oh,
With the blue.
Notice how I said it, right? I would hear about the octopuses.
The octopi. Octopi.
the octopi.
Octopi.
He was a beautiful little creature, wasn't he?
You
So like.
slither little doll.
There's
So,
actually
like,
4 of them on the set.
There's 4 on set, but what we discussed off camera as well is that unlike most of the other movies where they use some form of animatronic, this octopus or octopi were actually put in front of a green screen and blown up.
Yeah.
So it's obviously hyper realistic because it is a real octopus. The sounds it made were just that.
And the close up of its real tentacles.
Yeah,
is-
and the
I like them.
wait. Real tentacles laced in Vaseline.
in Vaseline.
Bonk.
Okay.
Anyway.
I believe you.
I just love the blue screen. You could easily tell that it was blue screen and it wasn't real because when they threw it, the object would just go out of existence when it wiped past the image.
Yeah, it literally looked like King Kong was throwing pebbles at a piece of paper. that was the whole thing.
And he picked them.
It's like I love it. Like when little real people were supposed to be, going against Kong and everything. Like when the guy had to grab his girlfriend later and everything, and he clearly is like going behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Coming back out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But anyway, so yeah.
So they're taking Kong going to the fish tank that's on the Universal lot and everything.
Okay.
And now Kong wants to wake up.
Yeah, he's up and he's ready. He's not hungover anymore from the berry juice.
A little bit of a kip.
Yeah.
He's had his lullaby. He's had his wine or whatever they make out the berries. He's up. He's ready.
Yeah, right. So he's tied down, right? He's like, Now for some reason they're like, we gotta blow him up. We gotta blow him up and everything. It's like, no, you can't blow him.
Didn't you prepare for this?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, did you not bring more juice?
Yeah,
or anything?
bro. What's up, bro?
We'll bring some of the tribes people to
That's
see
wasting
them.
the trip. We probably lost one or two guys trying to get him under the
let's
boat.
take that god, kill it, and be like, yeah, we'll get the god long.
Well, yeah, man. So anyway, they try to blow up the thing, with one of the plungers, and it doesn't work. And then they try shooting at it, the TNT and stuff like that. And the weirdest thing. So they finally hit one of the TNT bombs or whatever they are, and they blow up the whole raft and Kong. Right?
Uh-oh.
And then you're like, oh man. And they're like, hey, yeah,
Yeah.
I can't believe you did it. And then Kong rises out of the water.
And he is angry.
Well, one would think he's angry, but they seem to have survived. Right? Because, first of all, Kong is all wet, so that monkey suit's all wet. So it looks completely different. Right?
Yeah.
It looks completely different.
It's all massive.
And, he should be pissed off, but next time we see Kong, he's like,
he's chilling.
He's running through
He's running
through the fields. He made his way back to the island, whichever island they were on and everything. Yeah, exactly.
It's Hokkaido, isn't it?
Yeah. And all along, Godzilla's been, tramping through the land.
Yeah, on his way to Tokyo to
Yeah, exactly.
Lifelong
He wanted to
reclaim
go for
his
some
land.
fish and chips, probably.
It's the prophecy to destroy Tokyo's Godzilla.
And I love how the news reporter guy is like, King Kong and Godzilla showing up around the same time.
Who would have thought?
Who'd have
Who
thought
would have
it?
predicted it?
Who'd have
What?
thought it?
The script. Now, in the American version, right, which you guys saw, that's when the doctor kind of was trying to say is, okay, so now that these two titans going to fight each other, Godzilla's brain is about the size of this.
Yes!
And King Kong.
Godzilla is the size of a walnut.
Yeah.
Whereas-
But King Kong's brain, that's like whipping it all out. It's huge. It's huge, bro.
It's 10 times this skull
Now
I've got
remember,
in my
he
hand.
is from Faroe Island where there are blackface Asians.
Imagine Kong speaks though. Skip to the new one. Imagine he just speaks in it. He's like, I hate Godzilla. You can just imagine him speaking.
Like
Yeah.
Chewbacca.
or like Planet of the Apes. No, Godzilla.
Caesar is home.
Andy Serkis voices him.
Get your hands off me, you
No,
damn dirty ape.
that's the crossover we actually need. King
Andy's-
Kong meets Planets of the Apes. Where's that? Where's that?
Imagine Andy
Universal,
Serkis,
get on it.
Andy Serkis' character standing on King Kong's shoulder. The poster, that'd be cool.
Okay, so anyway.
We're getting off topic. We're getting
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Anyway.
You know what I mean? So, in that aspect is that, so you got these two, going at each other. So, in their first fight, right, they're like, okay, Kong, take him out and everything like that. And then Godzilla, throws some smoke bombs at him.
Yeah.
And then Kong's like, yo, dude, what's up?
Man,
What the
I thought we were cool.
You ruined my
Hey,
suit,
bro,
man.
that's not cool.
I thought we were homies. We're both big. I'm big. You're big. What's going on?
Exactly, bro.
Oh.
That sounds
even though you had that crazy scene where he Kong makes his way down behind the rock, and that's where you really know that the face mask or the monkey mask is there because he's like.
Can we talk about how
Expression.
ugly Godzilla is though? His face is so
Kong is ugly.
mangled.
I hate
They're
it.
both ugly. What
Yeah, I
even?
hate it. I hated Kong's face, man.
that?
That's bullying.
Okay. You got a point. You got a point. But wasn't it in that first fight that Kong was doing the slide? That he did the slide down the mountain and drop kicks Godzilla?
Yeah.
And then it was like he was on a sled and he's like, oh, that was really good. And then he runs back up the hill. I'm gonna do this again.
Reiterating that Kong's brain is actually 100 times the size of
It's about-
Godzilla's.
Wait.
I could do
about This big.
It's the flop.
It's about that big. I'm telling you, it's that big. And but either way is they both walk away, or Khan walks away from that first fight.
Round one.
And they were like, yeah, round one. And they're kind of like, you know, like, hey, man, I thought this was going to go better. You know?
Yeah.
because I don't know how. I mean, Godzilla has that nuclear breath. But all it does is burns his suit, but then his chest was fine later. But then they realized that they set up that electrical fence for Godzilla.
Yeah.
And Godzilla doesn't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like I'm not playing your game. Right? Your mouse trap and everything. But then Kong goes up to the fence and they're like, oh man, he's not gonna like it either. And Kong's like, ooh, electric boogaloo.
King Kong and the Electric Boogaloo.
Or I'm going to
Feed
take me
Godzilla.
down to Electric Avenue.
King Kong 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, exactly, James. That was a good one. But
There you go. Finally.
so now they realize that Kong could absorb electricity, you know, and walk around with it. Because they definitely say it in the Japanese version, but they must have said it in the American version too. Because they realize that, yeah, you know, so that's what we're going to do. So that's, you know, moving us to that final fight. But either way, I don't know where he's got, because there's days that go by. So I don't know where Kong and Godzilla are hanging out. Where do you think they're hanging out?
Just chilling.
Or are
just
they
sitting.
just
No,
walking?
they say in the American version, oh, Godzilla's like, because he's amphibious, he's probably chilling in the waters somewhere. They don't explain where King Kong goes.
He's probably on an island, just like buffing. Like he's like he's
They don't,
gaining.
because
You know, like lifting tree trunks, like weights.
He's got some montage music on.
I need a
And
little
Rocket.
bit more. I need a little bit more here.
he lifted up Matt Tree. He was doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would Matt say?
Matt, what do you think of this movie?
I love it, man.
Yeah, it was pretty good,
sick.
man. Yeah, it was sick. I enjoyed it, you know. Sick movie.
Now this is bullying at its finest.
No,
It's like,
it's not.
I get it every episode. Mac can
No,
have
it's
some.
not, man. It's all good. It's all good. Hey, what you touching? I don't know, man. I'm touching the plant. Yeah. Anyway.
James, don't do that to him.
Yeah, James.
God.
Yeah, James.
Ugh.
Yeah, James. So anyway, so King Kong decides, I'm gonna pick up your girl. Just because I can. I mean, weren't
Yellow
they trying to
dress.
get away on the train? And
Yeah, and then Godzilla just stomped the hell out of it. It was amazing. It looked like the Thomas the Tank Engine
Oh, yeah.
trains.
No,
And he just-
Sinead. It was Lincoln trains, because it goes remember those old Lincoln trains? I mean,
Yeah.
you probably don't, but it's like it wasn't Thomas the Tank. It was them old Lincoln trains, the ones that go around in circles and stuff. You know,
That was amazing.
And
that.
Godzilla just stomps on it.
Just get these-
I love how this scene
these
before he's like,
specifically-
my wife's in that train, and the next scene is Godzilla stomping.
Wait, don't fire the A bomb. My Godzilla has King Kong has my wife.
She
my
has my
sister.
No. It was my sister.
Yeah.
He was like, no, my sister. Oh, we
How
must
do you know-
stop.
how do
We
you
must
know
stop.
your sister?
How do we protect the girl?
Yeah.
But then now this is where Kong is doing that thing out of Water Gargantua. It was like, pearl in my hand. You know, she's like,
Please put me down.
I'm the dainty female now.
In a yellow dress.
oh, wait. Did
Also.
you guys never saw the 80s King Kong version with Jessica Lange, right?
No.
All right, get your bunks ready.
Oh, I'm so ready.
Oh, so anyway, so Jessica Lange with what's his name? I don't know, Jeff Bridges, right? So she's in the hand of Kong, right? And you know she's wearing like this.
Bonk.
Well, hold on, man. So, because this is after the '67 version, so now Kong's got another woman in his hand, and you know he's like,
Bonk.
yeah,
Bonk, bro.
and then he's like, yeah. and then he's like he puts her under the waterfall so that way you know like
Bonk. 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 Bonk.
she can have a shower.
3 bonks and you're out.
And then he's like,
Yeah. Did that actually happen?
I swear to God, watch that. Watch that. The 76 version of King Kong when he's on top of the Twin Towers. Yeah.
Bonk
Don't
forever.
bonk me.
Bonks for life. Oh my god.
Anyway, I had to sidetrack. So he got this girl, and he's trying to wonder, should I climb this building? It's only this big. It really, for him, it's only this big. Like, you know, it's like he doesn't know where he's going. He walks through town with the woman in his hand, and he doesn't know what to do with her and everything. And then they go, "Hey, remember the drums?"
Yeah. Oh, back in the island, remember that boogaloo we were having?
Oh,
Remember that fiasco?
Yeah, that kind of stuff. And then so Kong hears that. Now this is one guy with a mic like this playing the drum, and King Kong is like that big.
No, because as well they put the berry juice in a rocket to put it. And he goes, "What about my sister?" And they say, "It'll be all right.
We're gonna
It's
fire
fine.
a rocket full of berry
We're gonna
juice."
Fire a rocket full of berry juice.
Imagine, to be fair,
Right.
if a rocket full of like apple juice was thrown at me, I won't be too happy.
So
I don't think King Kong was either.
they drop berry juice on him, and they play the drums, and Kong falls asleep. So as he's falling asleep, the girl's in his arm. He's like, "Now I don't know about you, right? I mean, I don't think I would go."
Imagine that's how it ended. Oh my god, my sister's
Just
No, but instead he goes, "Oh."
very convenient.
And then her
like,
boyfriend's able to run up
perfectly.
in front of the green screen, grab the girl, run out.
amazing.
I love this movie.
Phenomenal
I swear to God.
cinema.
You know, so yeah, so they free the girl, and now they're like, "Well, we got a sleeping Kong again. Now, how did you guys get him off of that island? I don't know, but my sister's boyfriend actually has this really strong wire. So what we could do is we could wrap him in this really strong wire, and because Kong is only like 30, 50 feet long, we could get a really long wire, and then we can like tie Kong like a marionette, and then you could lift him up in a plane and everything, and then we could take him to the final fight.
Wait,
with
wasn't there
Godzilla.
balloons attached to him as well?
You know what?
What was that about?
I didn't want to. You know what? I know he was in balloons, but I thought that they flew him up in the air, and
We're watching
yeah.
No such faith, Chase. He was in balloons. They lifted.
It was like the
this-
fat kid from
How
Wall.
many
You're trying to tell me that they tied this like really strong wire, and then attached it to balloons, and the balloons lifted off. What this big giant gorilla?
Yes,
Still asleep.
that's exactly what happened.
Oh my god! I
And
still
then-
love this movie.
And then when they get to the destination and he wakes up and it's time, they shoot the balloons down.
Wait. First, you got to do the marionette dance in the air.
No, he's asleep like this.
Yeah.
He attached the balloon,
The film.
and then he
This
starts
film.
waking up and he's like,
Where am I?
Now he should have just ripped the balloon himself, but no.
and then I think when he drops, he rolls down a hill
Yeah.
into Godzilla.
into Godzilla.
And the final fight.
In the final fight.
Ensues.
I mean, when I was reading comments for this, people were saying, "Oh, I was 10 when this came out. I was
Yeah.
12." And when I
Yeah.
first saw the final fight, I thought, "Oh my god, this is the best thing to ever exist."
Yeah. And no, I mean
it
this,
was at the
this is the
time.
bit. This is the bit that me and my brother and cousins will like do the, to do the thing. So you guys seen the final fight, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're Kong and you're Godzilla, right? And everything. So what would you be saying? Or do you want me to be Kong?
You know, I reckon, lad, do you want beef?
Lad, do you want beef?
Lad, do you want beef? Oi! Right,
What are you doing on
I've
the
been
turf?
forced to fight. Yes, I'm gonna get this over with.
Improv.
Oh no, yeah, don't put me on improv. Everyone knows that.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm Kong and you're Godzilla.
Okay.
All right. So it's like, yo, man, what's up? you know Kong has
Why is
some
he so
blackness in him.
chill? Why is he so chill?
No, 'cause he's like,
Yo, man, what's up?
man, what's up?
Yo, what are you doing on my turf?
Yo, what you doing in my turf?
King Kong. Is that what they call you?
They don't call me King Kong for nothing.
Slop.
And Godzilla's like, "Whoa, man, that's like
That
kind of
ain't
huge."
cool, man. That ain't cool.
Well, I love that bit where Kong picks up a tree and shoves it down Godzilla's throat.
No, I love the fact where King Kong is on the ground, very obviously about to die, and Godzilla's just whacking him with his tail over and
Yeah,
over.
this is a King
wait,
Kong,
wait.
bitch.
Hold on. So, 'cause Kong already swinging Godzilla around by the tail. Hey, don't touch my tail, bro. Yo, my tail.
Yo, that ain't cool, man.
The humans were yelling.
It ain't cool, man.
The
Ain't
humans
cool.
were yelling. Grab his tail, Kong. It's like, okay, and And they're like, thank you, human. I will now grab his tail.
Go for it, Kong.
Anyway, so he knocks Kong out, right? And then Godzilla's like kicking all these, like with his tail, right? Kicking all these stones onto him and everything. Kong's like, oh, and stuff like that. And then that's when they realize, oh man, he's defeated. And then they thinking about lightning. Now, how did they create the lightning? Or did the storm just all of a sudden happen?
Thor came down. Chris Hemsworth came.
Yeah, okay, fine. That works. Yeah, but either way, as lightning starts to, electricity starts to hit Kong.
Yeah, but like it was so bizarre because he's on the floor being bopped.
Plot convenience.
And then he just gets up.
Plot convenience.
No, he won't get up until he was struck by lightning. He
just got up. It was mad.
Yeah.
He just got up.
Like, he was on the floor, he was dead, and he's like, I'm back.
It was like he was playing dead. It was like he was like faking it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Godzilla had his back turned to him and everything. But I could have sworn that when he did get up, because then he had the electric hands.
Yeah.
He had
the power.
But that must mean
King
because
Kong,
he had gotten struck by some kind of electricity or something like that.
King Kong was the original Black
like
Dynamite.
Maybe like a reserve, maybe of electricity. If that works.
I don't know, man. I think because they knew he needed electricity. They gave him a jolt somehow. You know what I mean? That's what happens when you fast forward. But either way you look at it is, they have this big fight and everything, and then that fight ends with the poster shot where they're fighting over one particular building that just happens to be still standing. Right?
Somehow.
Where they're like, yeah, hey man, hey man, hey. Right? and then, Kong grabs him and, they dive over the mountain and land in the water.
Womp womp.
Now, in the Japanese version, right, Kong just swims off and then swims away, right?
Yeah.
There's a little bit of an earthquakey kind of thing, but in the in the American version, it's more of an earthquakey thing.
And the news reporters go and do it.
Yeah.
Do it, please. It's amazing.
So the news reporter looks at the report of Kong swimming
away.
Right? And he goes, oh, hey, look at that. And there's a Kong swimming all the way home. Let's wish him good luck.
He's not lying. That's like generally almost word for word.
That's a line in the film.
Like.
Let's wish King Kong good luck on his long journey home.
In the
wait. So now in the Japanese version, it's a Japanese guy who's still on the mountain that nearly got destroyed by the volcano. And he goes, yeah, so it looks like Kong swimming all the way home. Yeah, let's wish him.
Imagine in the 2021 version.
He's going to swim all the way home.
The 2021 version, just Millie Bobby Brown saying King Kong's gone. Wish him a good time home.
Like, did she do that?
No, but I wish she does.
Okay, I refuse to look at those.
It's not out yet. It's not out yet.
Yeah, okay, but there was the Godzilla movie. So
don't forget they say like, oh, Godzilla's nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, exactly. Now, isn't Godzilla amphibious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did Kong rip his neck open? I mean, he's done that in Kong Skull Island. So all they did was dive into the water. Why is Godzilla not there?
Why is he nowhere to be seen?
When Kong swims off like a bullet, you know how when you push off in the pool?
Yeah.
That's exactly what that was. It was like, right?
And
it's like
gone.
I pushed off of Godzilla, and Godzilla just said, yeah, you better run.
He's gone.
I'm gonna sell my mom.
Well, no, because if you at the very end you hear and whatever it is, you hear that Godzilla.
Yeah, of course he's alive.
Yeah, exactly. So that was the 62, 64, or whatever version of
60s.
King. Yeah, the 60s version of King Kong versus Godzilla. Now, I telling you, even though we're crapping the crap out of this movie, it is still a guilty pleasure.
It is a guilty pleasure.
And I think it can go down as one like all time people watching it because it's very good with fans. It's got a good reception.
Well, I think what it is the reason why I wanted you guys to watch it was because as a kid, I'm telling you, I loved it because we knew no better. We had no Marvel movies. We had, Kaiju was only just really starting in the 50s and stuff, but we would get, either these American dub versions or whatever. And so we loved watching our monster movies. It was like a creature feature or Saturday, day thing. So it was entertaining. We weren't looking for Kong to be an actor or Shakespeare. We just loved the fight. So I was wondering, because you are millennial kids, young people, it must be I mean,
You
said
are.
you wouldn't watch it again, but
No,
I mean, would you not impressed by it?
I was impressed by it definitely for the time, and you can imagine someone young, not really much superhero or anything out there.
Yeah.
I think it's very impressive what it's done, and I can see how it appealed to people, and I feel like that's why it's a good movie to watch once because it's something. It's a different time, like definitely. It's definitely great for the time. Holding Up Now, that was the re-released in cinemas. I wouldn't see it, but I would. It's one of them you've got to watch it. It's like one of them you've got to watch.
Yeah, but you saw War of the Gargantuans.
Yeah,
I was about to watch that.
I was about to say that. I feel like the difference between back then and now is that back then you kind of had the whole kind of like, obviously it's two guys in suits, but it's still like, it's a live fight. Whereas now with all our CGI stuff, it's like, who's going to win?
Actually,
who are they going to program to win?
because with CGI, it's CGI. Because our audience is that smart. It's CGI, so it doesn't feel real.
Yeah, and it's choreographed.
Because it's not people in suits.
Yeah, whereas
charm.
if you've got two people like toughing it out in big janky suits,
you got Congo. What's up, bro?
There's just something charming
You've got
about
to appreciate that, and I'm really upset that the new Godzilla vs Kong movie isn't like the same suits as the '60s one.
Well, we're going to talk about that because we're not gonna go through all of them like the Sinead one. We're not. I mean, we're just only gonna mention that there was Kong Skull. Well, there was first Godzilla, the one with Elizabeth Olsen and Aaron Taylor, whatever his name was, Quicksilver. Yeah, and then there was Kong Skull Island, which was disgusting because Kong on his island was fighting. Again, I think he's fought maybe two octopuses. Two octopuses.
Two octopuses.
And but then they came out with another Godzilla.
Godzilla King of Monsters or
more? No. They came out with another Godzilla before Godzilla King of Monsters. Because they attempted to do Godzilla like 3 times and everything. That's what was the delay. Because what it was when they came out with Kong Skull Island and they came out with Godzilla, the purpose was to do those 2 movies and then to do King Kong versus Godzilla. But then they decided to throw Godzilla King of Monsters into the middle of the mix. Because they can. And because they were doing this whole Monarch thing and over my head. But they had Rodan, Ghidorah, Mothra. So they had all the monsters from Monster Island that was in the 60s movies. So they were making it out that Godzilla is the king. And so by having those 2 Godzilla movies and only that one Kong Skull Island, it was kind of like, well, for me or the people in my generation, it's like, where's my Kong versus Godzilla? And then we're going to do it.
Are you going to?
And that's what's coming. That's what's coming is Kong versus Godzilla. So you guys watched the trailer or you've been watching? Did you watch any of these 3 movies before this one?
I've seen them all, but not enough to refresh me where I can give you an entire account.
No, you know that Millie Bobby Brown is...
I understand the plot, but people were complaining about Godzilla King of Monsters because there was no character development. I didn't care for character development. I just want to see like 2 monsters start fighting, even though I know it's CGI.
It was all CG, bruv.
Yeah,
and
it has. I mean, it's just a fun.
Kids today,
it's a movie just to kick back, watch, put on. Like I think that's what the new one's gonna be.
Yeah. Well, did you see any of them ones?
I've only seen Skull Island.
Yeah. Did
you
like it?
Bony dragon.
The weird bony dragon.
Dinosaur things.
Wasn't there like some kind of giant dragonflies? I don't know.
Yeah, and the guy, and he was like, I'm going to take one for the team and jump into this dude's mouth with a grenade, and the guy just spits the grenade.
Oh my God.
He just flicks him out the way, and he dies anyway.
Imagine how unfulfilled.
But it also had so many, it had so many actors. It had Tom Hiddleston and had Captain Marvel, Brie Larson, and the black guy from Compton.
The black guy from Compton.
I don't know his name. I'm sorry. That guy, and it had a big cast, but that's why it was.
But that was it.
No, but that's why it was leading up to this Monarch storyline that you're like, oh, what's going on? And then with the 2 Godzilla movies, it was like they were continuing that on, and you're like, oh, so now what they got is Kong versus Godzilla, and they got this thing where it's like, are you Team Kong or Team Godzilla? So that's what I was going to ask you guys. Are you Team Kong or Team Godzilla?
I'm Kong all the way.
And we're talking about the new one.
Yeah, I'm Kong all the way. Kong.
Yeah.
Kong.
All right. Well, I'm definitely Kong. So, I mean, I guess we are at the movie squad.
What about you, Matt? What about you?
Matt? He's no. He said Mecha Godzilla.
He's waving.
Yo, he votes Mecha Godzilla. He votes Mecha Godzilla.
Mecha Godzilla.
That's a weird choice, Matt.
Well, we know that Mecha Godzilla is going to be.
I don't reckon he will be.
You don't think so?
It'll be a cameo. It'll be a reference for a sequel, but it won't be like full. but it won't.
Andrew's over here making a big face. Yes, he will.
Yes, he will.
Is it confirmed?
No.
There's T-shirts with him on. There's merch.
Give me a minute.
There's merch. He's ready.
He won't be a big part of the plot. He won't be the
no, he's
end
not
all
a big
be
part
all.
of the plot. It's just the fact that rumor has it that's how in the end that instead of fighting each other like they did in the first 60s movie where it was a thing, there had to be somebody that they fight against that they can defeat together on screen and everything and stuff like that, because it seems like they're looking to make more of these, because they're calling it the Titans now and all of this other kind of stuff. So even though they were supposed to be building up to this movie and they had already had Godzilla King of Monsters, it should be over now. But I don't think so.
No, not by a long shot.
But what I liked was in the trailer, I love the fights. I love it when Kong actually punches the hell out of Godzilla, right? When they're on a boat or something like that. And
I'm expecting top-notch action, 30-minute, 40-minute fight sequences, and I don't care about character development.
Yeah, and then the Tokyo fight. Where the whole all neon and all that other kind of stuff. That's going to be amazing.
When I talked about Pacific Rim on Cinema Snaps,
I don't talk about Pacific Rim.
No, but when I did, I mentioned about how much I loved the kaiju fights or the robot. I just love the giant fights.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
them giant spectacles. I think no matter what age someone is, you always got to appreciate them fights.
Yeah. But I mean, in that aspect is that it was interesting because. Again, it's about the human element, right? Yeah. So again, there's some, island girl who, can lull Kong into some kind of thing, and then you got Millie Bobby Brown hanging out with Brian Tyree, and the kid from Deadpool 2.
And the kid from Deadpool 2.
Yo, man, his name is Valentine in the movie and everything. But it just seems interesting that you got Team Flash and Team Arrow, and everything like that, in this movie. So we're supposed to pay attention to the little guys the same way we paid attention to the actors in Kong versus Godzilla, because, hey, somebody got to talk to us, right? Kong and Godzilla can't.
It needs to give our 2 cents.
And everything.
Basically, all the humans are there for is so they can have the movie, because they can't just open the movie with Godzilla going, "Rawr," and it's just them fighting. So I think the humans are just there for plot.
Yeah. I mean, either way you look at it is that the movie comes out this weekend or the weekend or whatever, I mean, it's probably already out by the time you see this. But I mean, it is, I mean, now that cinemas are going back, the theaters are opening again.
Yeah.
Probably our own little theater will probably be open, and James got those free tickets.
I may have the free tickets. I'm thinking about cancelling. Actually, no. If I get
actually,
wait. Keeping it. I'm getting a maintenance loan, so keeping it.
Keeping it.
Either way you look at it, it's just that it was good. But I'm excited to see that. That's what I was waiting for. And then when Godzilla King of Monsters came out, I'm like, I don't care, and all that. So. I only fairly little bit know the plot. I've just been waiting for this movie and everything. CG or no CG.
Oh, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be fun. So I'm hoping that you guys all enjoyed that. So before we go, we just got to say it's at the time of this recording, we are on the cusp of Falcon and the Winter Soldier starting.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And... Zack Snyder's Justice League.
I have news about Falcon Winter Soldier.
The
first title's been leaked, and it's called Rest in Peace Cap.
Oh no!
So I'm thinking it's going to open up on a Captain America funeral.
No? but that only makes sense because
he's old.
He is old.
No. It's not that. It's the fact that the Shield. You know, because obviously U.S. Agent is supposed to be like the bad guy who's played by Kurt Russell's son and everything. So I think either he has Captain America's shield or another version of it, and that's what Bucky and Falcon have to fight over. That doesn't belong to you. Because it's like the government says, we're not going to give it to you, black guy. And we're not going to give it to you, you Russian agent killer guy.
We need an American.
It's ours. It belongs to America.
He was Russian.
And Snyder Cut. We done with Falcon?
What?
Are we done with Falcon Winter Soldier?
Yeah.
So, Snyder Cut. Personally, I don't care what people are saying. I just want a 4-hour Justice League cut, and I cannot wait to see it.
I can't wait to see it. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
Plus, I trust in Kevin Smith. I trust. He's seen it. He loves it and everything like that. I just watched the trailer this morning where it is all new footage, and I just hate the fact that like they didn't show us any new footage. They should have shown us new footage, up until now. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what you're holding it back for, because that's the thing that makes people worried. What makes people worried is because and even Andrew said this, what they do is the first Rotten Tomato people will give you good reviews, in the first week or before the first week and stuff like that, because, you got to make money.
Isn't it Wednesday it comes out? 18th of
Thursday.
March? First. I'm scared. I'm going to wake up and it's going to be like 24%, 18%.
Yeah, but see, the thing about it is that because it's supposed to be simulcasted pretty much everywhere, what people don't understand, like somebody was telling me, yeah, that means it comes out at midnight here. I'm like, no, it doesn't. It comes out at midnight in America.
5 a.m. here.
Yeah, so you're going to have to just see it Friday morning. You can't see it Thursday night. Everybody else in America can see it Thursday night, but you just go to sleep and don't look at YouTube when you wake up. You know what I mean?
One of the hardest things to do ever.
This is indeed true. But I don't think, but I think it will be all positive accolades. Just don't read it. Just go, okay, I'll wait. You know what I mean?
I think a biggest shame is that cinemas were open. I felt they would be showing the Snyder Cut with breaks in between. And I would love to see that.
Yeah. I think it would have been one break. I think he said it would have been like a Tarantino, movie.
When I saw Space Odyssey,
I would have to take multiple breaks. I'm old.
Yeah. When I saw Space Odyssey, there was a 15-minute break in between that in the cinema, which was surprising. So
what? Space Odyssey 2001.
Yeah, 2001.
Yeah, but when you go to see any of those Tarantino movies like Grindhouse or even Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I think that this is only the good benefit of watching it at home is because you can watch it at your own leisure. You can watch it for an hour. You can watch it for.
I'm not going to get it spoiled.
Pause it. No. You can pause it and do whatever food or bathroom break you need to do.
Yeah.
But that's what I just think is the intention. But I just want to see it because I just want to see it. I think it's a tour de force, to have a film made 3 times.
Made 3 times?
Yeah, because Zack Snyder made it the first time, but he didn't finish. Because then what happened, so then they used his personal tragedy to go, yeah, don't worry about it, man. We'll take care of the rest of this film, man. Josh, he's all good. Yeah. And really what they were saying was, I hate this movie. Right? And then they said, put the funny in, Josh. You could put the funny in. And then, cut all of that bad stuff out. None of that. None of that. Yeah, black guy. Who cares? Cut that out.
Apparently, there's a Suicide Squad cut, which is meant to be really good.
A Suicide Cut?
The Suicide Squad.
Oh, you're talking about the David Ayer cut?
Yeah. I
don't know how you jumped when I was into this one, but
I want to see all the cuts. I want the real DC. I don't want this.
I want a haircut.
Same. I want a haircut.
I'm waiting for 12th of April to roll around, booking my new weave. That's what I want.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. But, so coming to the end, I would just say this about the Ayer cut. I would love to see it, but I want to see James Gunn Suicide Squad.
I cannot wait for that. That is gonna.
Where's the new trailer, bro?
That's gonna blow up.
They're already working on Peacemaker series. You know what I mean? I mean, where is the new trailer? Because we all know who the villain is.
Wait, who is the villain?
Who is the villain? I don't know.
Who's the villain?
We all know who the villain is in Suicide Squad.
Batman. I don't know. I'm just spitballing me. I'm leaving.
It's the Penguin, isn't it?
It's the Joker.
It's the Riddler.
I wonder what it is. Is it the? Oh God, I'm not gonna say that. I don't know.
It's Starro the Conqueror.
Oh, of course. I have no idea who that is.
Who can you trust?
Anyway.
So that must mean it's time to go. So, first of all, I would like to thank the plant.
Thank you, Plant.
Thanks, Matt.
Thank you for giving us airtime.
Thank you.
Yeah. I would like to, thank my man James Jump, who hosts the Cinema Snaps.
Do I?
And has his lad jokes.
Do I?
His lad joke.
So follow my Instagram, Tape Deck Reviews, no spaces, for music content.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then I'd like to thank the lovely Sinead Renee, who's just joined us, and maybe we might release all of these in a bunch. I almost said a bunch.
Bundle.
We'll put in like a USB stick in the bush.
Into the bush.
Yeah. But also enjoy her bite sizes, enjoy guilty pleasures, and it's a pleasure. And she is also always on TikTok for some strange reason.
No, I'm not. What are you talking about, Chase?
I don't know what this is, but whatever that is, I don't know. Stop. I don't know what that is.
I love it. I love how it makes you upset, Chase.
I just don't know what it is.
I love how you don't know what it is.
It's what?
It's gang sign.
That was racist. Anyway.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't Matt we should have assassinated. It was you. What?
It's the gang sign. All right, I'm Jake Johnson.
I'm James Job.